I held the golden spoon tightly in my hand. All I had to do was eat 3 meals with it, and I could steal someone else's parents. I had already used it twice at a chaebol's mansion. Just one last meal and I would become the chairman's son. I rushed to the chairman, begging him to give me a bowl of rice. The price was to stay away from his real son, Taeyong, forever. Such a cheap trade made the chairman sneer. He casually told his staff to prepare a simple late-night meal. I solemnly took out the golden spoon.
그 수저를 항상 들고 다니나? 운명을 바꿔볼까 해서요.
Afraid that any delay might break the spell, I devoured the food as fast as I could. When I finally finished, the identity swap I'd been waiting for didn't happen. What I didn't know was that at that same moment, Taeyong was running down the street when he suddenly felt dizzy and stopped in the middle of the road. Thinking I had failed, I still couldn't give up. I hesitantly called the chairman Dad.
아빠? 아빠라고 했니?
Seeing his reaction, I finally abandoned the fantasy. The so-called exchange seemed nothing more than a ridiculous lie. I stood up to leave, but before I could reach the door, a girl suddenly burst in.
그래, 오랜만이다, 황태웅 나쁜 자식아.
황태용.
She called me Taeyong. Could it be that the exchange really worked? Before I could even adjust to my new identity, trouble came one after another.
서울지방경찰청 광역수사대 강현중 형사라고 합니다.
Someone reported that Lee Seung-chun had been pushed into the river by Taeyong and was still missing. The police demanded that Hwang Taeyong cooperate with the investigation. The chairman's reaction made it clear. The exchange had truly succeeded. In front of the chaebol's private lawyer, I didn't have to answer a single question. The police had no choice but to show the report video. To everyone's surprise, a strange smile crept across my face as I watched it. The one who fell into the water was no longer Seung-chun. It was Taeyong, but my satisfaction didn't last long. At the station, I ran into my old family. They rushed toward me, calling me Taeyong, begging me tearfully to spare Seung-chun. The sight pierced my heart. The people who once loved me now looked like strangers. For the first time, I felt regret. But the exchange was complete, and I could only walk away. The good news was Taeyong, now in my old body, had been rescued and taken to the hospital. When he woke up and saw his family around his bed, they called him by Seung-chun's name. But for the first time, he truly felt the warmth of a mother's love. When I heard the news, I rushed to the hospital but didn't know which room he was in. I searched from door to door until suddenly someone called my name.
이승천,